GB News exposing the grooming gang scandal. There's a journalist that works at GB News and he's really gone after this grooming gang scandal and reckons he's uncovered a hell of a lot of things behind the scenes that have actually gone on over the years, over decades in fact. His name is Charlie Peters, and he's also said he's got the names of very powerful people, very high up officials in this country who helped to cover up this scandal. And in the coming weeks and months, he says he's going to expose all of these people. He says that the first reports of these grooming gangs goes back to the 1970s. The first MP that had the guts to raise anything about this issue was in 2003. An MP in the Labour Party called Anne Cryer. She was then called a racist and vilified by her own party, and even had to install a panic alarm in her residences because she feared for her own safety. In 2004, Channel 4 were going to release a documentary called Edge of the City, which exposed what so-called social workers were getting up to in Bradford with young girls, etc. And organisations such as Unite Against Fascism, the 1990 Trust and the National Assembly all railed against Channel 4, and the documentary was dropped at the last moment. In the year 2000, in a Home Office report, a local solicitor from one of these towns submitted a report revealing the scale of what was going on and how these young white girls were being gang raped regularly. When she submitted the report, she was told by the authorities that it was, in quotation marks, unhelpful. And she was also told never ever to refer to Asian men ever again. And as a punishment for her expose, she was booked on a 2-day equality and diversity course. I'm not joking you. This is what the authorities have been doing. Take a look at Charlie Peters' Twitter page and take a look at how much he is exposing. I couldn't possibly read it all out now. But don't forget, Starmer was head of the CPS. The Tories did nothing about it. The Labour government at the time did nothing about it. All to cover up their plans, their fake statements that mass migration on a grand scale is a good thing for this country. And although both main parties are up to their necks in this, Labour are in well over their heads because they control many of these councils and they themselves didn't want to lose what they see as their vote, their block vote in many of these towns.